Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back for this week's vlog. So recently, some of you guys have been commenting on my videos that you want me to do a Q&A. So this past week, I actually did a live stream asking you guys what questions you wanted me to answer. A lot of you guys threw a bunch of Q's my way, and I'm about to throw a bunch of A's your way. And to make this easier, I actually went and wrote down all the questions that you guys asked me on this piece of paper, because I didn't want to be sitting like sifting through my phone the whole time. So without further ado, I present to you my first Q&A. Okay, so the first question I have is, how old are you? I'm actually 23 years old. It's my Jordan year. Let's get it. What is your Hogwarts house? I actually did that quiz to find out what Hogwarts house I was when I was in Disney with Chris, Mike, and Andrew, and it turns out I am a Hufflepuff. Do you play any sports? No, I do not play any sports. However, I used to play baseball and soccer when I was much younger. I was actually pretty good at soccer, but I gave it up to do theater, so. The next question is, what is your favorite color? Okay, so this is a hard question for me to answer because so many colors are just so beautiful. But for the most part, my favorite color is red, if you couldn't tell by now. But there are some days where I actually would say my favorite color is blue. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Boxers or briefs? I'm definitely gonna say briefs. What is your favorite song right now? So my favorite song at the moment is actually Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. And that's because I just saw the Bohemian Rhapsody movie and it was so good. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. It was amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some kind of personal questions. Let's see how this goes. Have you ever been bullied for being gay? No, I've never been bullied for being gay, but I was bullied when I was younger. I don't know, I was always very different. I used to dye my hair, sing and dance all the time. Most of the guys were always into like sports, and I was always into like theater. It was really hard finding my niche for a while. Have you ever dealt with anxiety and depression because of your sexuality? Okay, so when I first started coming out, yes. I had a lot of anxiety, and I remember being super scared about telling people about me being gay, but I've been very lucky to have so many people support me through that time in my life. But when it comes to depression, I've definitely dealt with my fair share of dark times. I think we all have, but I think it has a lot to do with your perspective. I choose to be a happy person, and some days that is easier than others. But I truly believe that we have the ability to choose how things affect us. And for me, I choose to have a positive outlook above all things. I hope that was a good enough answer to that question. I feel like topics like that can be very sensitive in nature, so I'm really trying my best to like say the right thing. Okay, so the next question is, what type of guys are you interested in? I do not have a type when it comes to dating. I really don't care what you look like as long as you respect me and we get along and we enjoy each other's company. I always say when it comes to looks, like, yeah, you could be hot now, but when we're in our 60s and 70s, it's all gonna start to sag and look like shit anyway, so you really need to make sure you date somebody based on their personality and not because of their looks. But I mean, of course, if they're attractive and they treat you right, I mean, that's a plus. The next question is, who motivates you, and is there anyone from outside of your field? Okay, so this was actually one of my favorite questions. Who motivates me? My friends actually motivate me, and other content creators. I love seeing people who are passionate about what they're doing and they just go after it relentlessly and don't care about what people think. I think the key to success is to have like tunnel vision and just not focus on the chaos of the outside world. You just need to see what you're going for and just grab it. A lot of my friends are just so diverse and are into so many different things, and I love how passionate they are. So you guys are definitely the people people who inspire me the most. Do you have any phobias? Yes, I do. My biggest phobia is actually human-sized spiders because their legs freak me out. And if there was one that was my size, I'd probably pass away. But the only thing that scares me even more than like human-sized spiders are human-sized centipedes. If I ever saw a centipede that was my size, I would probably just drop dead. Ooh, this next one. How many boyfriends have you had? Zero. I have never technically had a boyfriend before. I've seriously dated only like 2 guys in my life, but I would still consider them to be exes, even though they were never technically my boyfriend. I don't know, go figure. And that leads me to my next question. Have you ever been in love? To be honest with you guys, because of the experiences I've had with dating, I don't know. Honestly, I just don't know. Okay, so the next question is, do you want kids? This is an interesting question. If I was with the right person, yes, I would absolutely love to start a family. And if I had kids, I would want like 3 to 5 because you can't just have one. And I grew up one of 4. However, if I don't meet the right person, I could live a very happy and fulfilled life without having kids. I have nieces and nephews and I love them so much, so I could be very happy with that for the rest of my life. Who is your favorite female pop icon? If you don't know the answer to this question by now, I don't think you watch any of my videos. I am like the biggest Britney Spears fan, like hello. I actually met Britney last summer. Here's a picture of that. She was super sweet, super kind. I didn't get too much time with her, but she was absolutely adorable and such a sweetheart. So, Britney Spears, that's my favorite female pop icon, hands down. This next question made me smile so much. It's, what could someone do to make you happy? And honestly, this question does not require me to think very much. If you bring me dessert, like a cupcake, ice cream, an ice cream sandwich, cookies, I'm the happiest boy there is on this planet. And that brings me to my final question. Where do you see yourself at 30? To be honest, I'm really not 100% sure, but hopefully I'll be married, have a successful career in acting, and hopefully I'll also be thinking about starting a family. And of course, hopefully I'm right here still sharing my story with you guys when I'm 30. Making videos for you guys every single week has actually been one of the most therapeutic things I could ever do. I started really going in and working so hard on this channel back in January, and I was going through a pretty dark time in my life. And somewhere along the way, I gained a lot of new friends and an audience and people who actually want to see me every week, and it's kind of super nice. So thank you guys so much for showing up and commenting and giving me a thumbs up. I don't know, it just means the world. Thank you so much. And as always, you guys, if you like this video, give me a big fat thumbs up. Click subscribe below, hit the bell button for notifications every time I post. Also, don't be shy, drop a comment because you know I always read them and I'm always writing you guys back. And I will see you guys next week. Oh.